Plorple.
And we're back. I
No,
can't believe we're actually doing this finally.
It is
Don't
just a
remind
game.
me.
It's been 1,000 years.
Yeah, I've gone stale in that time.
Ugh, I got sick.
We are finally ready to continue.
Why do I have these? What?
Oh wait, I'm the wrong color.
You're gay.
Where did these come from?
Because you're gay.
What?
Where did all what come from?
The freaking cards I have just.
These
across
note
from me.
cards.
Yeah, these note cards. Where did they come from?
Oh my god, they're disgusting. Ugh.
Fucking awful.
What are you guys even
You
looking
have
at?
code on them. Oh,
Big black code.
I fixed it.
No, no, no,
What?
that's it out.
Grow guns.
Grosos, my favorite guns.
Alright, let's just get right into it, I guess.
We just finished the skeleton fight.
Yes.
We still
Didn't
got our
you
pieces.
settled down to rest? Yay or nay?
I don't think so.
I think. I don't.
We
know.
leveled up and
Really?
we did that boosh thing where we got our health
Ryan.
back, right?
Did the
Please.
what thing?
The boosh thing when you level up and we got our health back.
You mean the
The
ding?
boosh thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Babushka.
Sorry if I'm not familiar with the boosh thing, but
It's an
no, I get
American
what you
term.
mean.
Yeah, you specifically said we did that.
Okay, Okie dokie. Yeah, so around your feet are the scattered remains of more than a dozen skeletons, and you're bloodied, beaten, but alive. The taunting laughter that followed you as you fought the skeletons has faded into a mere echo, and then silence.
Do we know what that was about?
Well,
Well,
my-
can you say
A
what it
very
was about?
funny boy.
yes, some guy was having fits of laughter just messing with us, and got bored halfway through. That's what it's
Unless, no. Yes,
Is there a
there's
chance
the-
we can like investigate it afterwards?
I think that's
what
what
do you
we're
want to
doing now.
investigate with it? What do you want to
Yeah.
use to investigate it?
I don't know if I actually
Laughing back
eligible
at
for
it.
that. I don't have any arcane knowledge. Wait, wait! I'd like to make a formal announcement.
Okay.
Yes?
I didn't like Delman's voice,
Right.
Okay.
so I'm changing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
It was a great strain on me to make that
Do a deep
noises.
voice like this.
So instead, yes, right. Instead, Delman starts coughing,
Oh
and
no.
he spits out an entire frog.
He was choking on a frog.
And then he
Why
says,
was a turtle man eating a frog?
"Oh,
Don't
That doesn't
worry
make much
about it.
sense.
oh, my snack."
Oh my snack.
Wait, he's
Anyway.
still alive.
I called that one. His name's Romano.
Romano.
Gavoni has several questions.
You named the snack Romano.
The important question is, are you going to eat that still?
No,
That
I had
is
it. I
disgusting.
quite
Well.
literally had a frog in my throat. Get it?
No.
So yeah,
Did
that's
you eat it to make the joke?
no. I
Yeah.
mean, no. Okay, so that's gonna be the new Delman voice.
This is
No.
none of my business.
I'm gonna refer back to
Happy,
my
don't put that
Scandic
note
origin.
next to me.
Oh
in
my
order to
god.
Bring that out. Okay. So Delman looks at Taron. Taron. That's what I call you now. You
Okay.
you know magic, no?
Well, I'm not really well versed in magic now. I know how to do it, but
You shoot spells, no?
I mean, yes. But,
Do you not feel the arcana shift in the air?
I mean, yes, but
Do it.
I'm not.
Do it.
Do it.
Do what?
Gavoni
Feel
takes
the
no part
arcana.
in this peer pressuring of Taron.
Do what? What do you want me to do?
Feel the arcane shift in
No.
the air. We need to know what that was.
Okay. I mean, it was a laugh.
Yes, but from what? Do you know any creatures that could do that?
Let me recall. Would that
Uh,
be an Arcana check or an Arcana?
Are you
whatever?
checking for what creatures might do that?
Yes.
Well, then make a nature check.
This is a very
Okay.
confusing roll.
Just a +1 to this. Okay, it's just a 6.
The only kind of creatures you know which would do a loud, boisterous laughter
He's a real prick.
is a particularly drunk sentient being. You know, take your pick: orc, goblin.
All I know is, guys, it's a person.
Oh, great. Well, we're done in this room, but we don't know
Yeah.
if more skeletons can
Well-
rise back up to life.
Well, the thing is, we came into this room looking for access or an exit to this place, and if you remember the little escapade with the door and the suit of armor, it should roughly mean that going out through this door here would lead us into somewhere new, whereas going into that door down there is probably going to lead us into that hallway that has that suit of armor. So it's up to you what we do.
Don't
Because
let the
I'm not-
responsibility on me.
I mean, let's call
Gavoni,
it up to a vote. I say we go straight ahead because
You're the
I don't
guide,
want to
no?
risk it.
Yeah, I don't. What are you talking about with that voting?
What-
Come on, follow me.
yes, he's our guide, he knows the way.
The last time we trusted your directions, we nearly got stomped on by a suit of armor.
I'm not
Yeah,
worried.
well, at least I'm being decisive.
Yes, you're being
Okay.
decisive, but decisively. You actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Free will
No,
revoke.
go on. I want you to finish your sentence.
No,
go
no.
on. Go on, please.
You're-
I
you're-
insist.
You're being decisively impulsive, and it's causing us trouble.
Well, I'm not the one who's stepping on traps because I'm in giant suits of armor. I'm
You
just one
pointed me in the direction of the trap.
Well, let's just say when I've been here, no suits of armor have ever attacked me. So
I
it's
bet
clearly,
it's because you're
it's a
too
you
light.
problem, Mr.
Oh.
Fucking Tiefling.
Oh, okay, okay.
Pulling
no,
out the
let's-
Tiefling card.
Let's just get on with this. Let's just walk and not talk, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, we hired you here for a
Incredible.
reason. I mean, we didn't hire you. Who hired you? How did you know how to find us?
It was
The
the,
keeper of the
gracious
castle.
Lord Thien.
Yeah.
Hired
Well,
me.
no, is he the keeper of the castle? He hired us to clear it out, but I don't.
No, he
actually
hired
know.
us to keep it.
Oh, I've never met him.
Oh, so what? So did you? Did you have?
He
like, a
contacted me
middleman?
through another mercenary,
Oh, oh.
or
Okay.
possibly a servant of his. I don't know.
I mean, that makes
Looked
sense.
proper fancy, whoever it was.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's actually make progress into this next room and see what this is all about. So,
Oh, kitty
Yeah.
dokily.
okey dokey.
While we're walking, Delman decides to ask some questions. He looks at Ozrith and is like, so,
Oh no.
what brings a warrior like you to a stable castle-keeping job like the one we are heading to?
Fun.
Well, that is that's giving us quite a bit of insight to your character. Yes.
I try.
Yeah. I mean, you should keep trying. It's good.
But
It's good to
honestly,
try.
I got to tell you, it's kind of the same thing with me.
Is it?
See, I live in the woods of... no, I live in the valley of Wintergreen.
Okay.
It's a keeping
I've been
place
there
for
once. Pretty nice.
Ah, yes.
I
Do you know why it is nice?
why?
No.
Because I am the gamekeeper there. Delman.
Gamekeeper or gatekeeper? I just want to clarify.
Game.
Okay, good. Because
I help
Where
people
did you say you
cross
were from? Again, say.
Wintergreen.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I
But I
still
got
don't
to
know where
admit, things got pretty boring in there. It's the same woods, the same animals each day. But then I received this letter from this curious man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to accept
I
it.
take it was yes the job to go to a completely random place
Okay,
And-
so you're walking down the corridor, conversing, and up ahead, so it's a long corridor, and you hear like, the damp drip of,
That's the
the roof
dampness I
leaking
smelled
slightly.
earlier.
Yes, but up ahead, you can hear a faint singing.
Singing.
Well,
I hold up a fist for the others to stop.
okay. I mean, Gavoni's in front. He's not going to see that.
fuck
Gavoni
Gavoni.
pauses and looks to you. Hmm.
Any guesses?
Well, normally it's just kind of, silent things live down here. Beasts and skeletons.
Well, you
and-
knew the skeletons were here.
Well, I knew they were here, but I've never run into them myself. You
That's
guys
fair.
with your clod hopping armor.
Okay, well, let's make conclusions. Skeletons do not have lungs; they cannot sing.
Well,
Yeah.
I would
I
have.
don't know what a lung is.
They could be magical skeletons. Skeletons are always magic. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, I should hope they're always magic. Otherwise, what is keeping them alive?
Up
Taron.
ahead, you see the faint flicker of a torch.
Ugh.
Hey, light.
I say we go over to see what it is, but we'll try and maybe keep a low profile and hide in because it's a dark, damp hallway.
We'll have to
Probably get
extinguish
away
the
with it.
torches for that.
Oh,
Ugh.
I see.
That already means
Never
they have
mind.
already seen us too.
Does the singing perhaps sound like it's coming from the same person that was laughing at us?
What kind of what kind of
No.
voice are we hearing anyway?
So it's not a single voice. It's
Oh,
a
it's like
group.
Oh, good.
It's a
like a choir
group
or something.
singing.
Even
it
better.
sounds like fairly kind of solemn singing, but kind of military.
Military.
Like the kind of a song you might sing whilst marching.
And what kind of
Um,
voices are there? Are we talking hoarse male voices?
Yes.
I know
Oh,
that's not that kind of hoarse.
No.
So it sounds like a small group of singing. Human doesn't sound. They're not like rough like orcs. Human, maybe elf, maybe halfling. One of them.
What do you say? Do we carry on or we just turn back? Because I'm
But
not.
to be honest, we just fucking beat down a crowd of skeletons.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm feeling pretty confident in my claws.
Okay. Okay. So we're doing this then, are we? We're going in
We're
there.
standing our ground, and how about you two do the talking?
Do you remember what happened last time I did the talking? I don't think it's a good idea.
It's good practice.
When you say you two, who do you mean exactly? Because I'm not good with
I talked to Taron.
any people.
well,
Tieflings have a slippery tongue, if you know what.
you see,
The
I
women
lean
love it.
down to Gavoni.
That's
like,
racist.
I take a knee and I like. Oh, you see, I can understand you're not good with people, or any kind of conflict, given how you run away the first opportunity. But you don't have to run away if you can talk to them reasonably. What do you say? Do you want to give it a shot?
Maybe
From my
they just wanna
experience,
sing with someone.
running is better than standing.
I can kind of agree with you, but
Look, you've got magic. That tortoise man, he's phenomenal with his
I have
fists.
I have an idea.
But I'm just a goblin.
I have
You
an
know what
idea.
I'm good at? I'm good at finding fucking paths. Okay.
So,
Notice
again,
me.
that sounds like a you problem.
I have
Who says
I
that?
have a idea, friends.
All right.
I will
Alright.
take front, and I walk in front, and I cast Sanctuary on myself. It's
Oh.
part of my monastic tradition. The Tranquility, I can cast this with no cost, and no material consumption, and it lasts for 8 hours. I
Ooh.
now have a sanctuary on me. And I'm just gonna walk forward. Just gonna go say hello.
Well, what does the sanctuary do?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
I
already
I
just
look
cut out.
behind you and I say, stay back.
Okay.
And I go
Okay.
forth, say hello to those guys who are marching towards us.
Okay. So as you're walking forward, you can eventually make out the figures. So they're dressed in chainmail, and there's 5 of them altogether. So at the front
Oh no.
is kind of an older figure who's holding the torch and kind of leading the way. There's 3 humans behind him, and lastly, kind of ducking their head to fit into the corridor, is an ogre
Oh.
who is traveling seemingly with the group. And they're dressed in the same chainmail, so it's a uniform because they're all wearing it. It's a chainmail with small pieces of red armor and brass details.
Yeah, do I see any insignias? Symbols?
Roll a perception check.
Oh boy, it's my first roll of the day. Here we go. Gadoosh. It's a 14.
Decent.
Plus my perception.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's my perception? Wisdom. So that's 16.
Okay, yeah. So you can see on the man at the front, the leader, you would assume, on his armor, he has a symbol which is a yellow head of a boar. It's kind of worn and hard to make out, but you recognize this as the uniform for soldiers of the Kingdom of Slarr, which is your destination.
And they all look alive?
Yep, they're all they're all
Oh.
thin and malnourished by the looks of
Oh,
it.
okay.
Quite sick.
You
But
mean
they're
like
definitely
radical
alive.
sick or...
Nice.
Probably haven't eaten for a few days.
Oh.
Kind of,
So very unradical.
yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah, not that.
I
kind
make
of.
myself
Dare I say
visible.
gnarly?
I make myself visible by swinging around a torch or something. I think I had a torch.
Yeah.
And I say, greetings.
The group freezes when
no.
they see you, and they kind of like they stumble for their weapons, but like
Oh, no,
they must be.
Please do not scramble for your weapons. I am good.
It's
I,
a trick of the. It's a trick of the light.
No.
One of the men yells from the back.
I am... We are just passing... I am just passing through at the command of Lord Thin. Do you know Lord Thin?
No, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. Quiet down, boy. Quiet down. So there's the old man at the front, and right next to him is a jittery youth who can't be much older than 13 or maybe 14.
13? Holy shit.
He's
Child
still wearing the
soldiers.
armor, and he has a bloodied bandage covering one of his eyes.
Oh my.
His armor's like too large for him.
Oh.
The ogre kind of squints at you from a distance, but he's kind of staring off into the middle distance, a bit zoned out, one might say.
He's high.
Lord Thin, I know Lord Thin, but the man is a traitor.
Traitor? How come?
He betrayed the king,
Oh.
and he curses the land where he steps, or so we're told. But
So,
I
like,
see.
as a rumor?
Wait, you're not here.
you're not there.
Okay.
Ozrith
No,
yells
he-
from the other
Oh, yeah.
side of the corridor.
I'm yelling across the thing.
He's whispering it to me behind the door.
Well, regardless of that, I am not your enemy, and you look rather beat up. What happened? Where have you come from?
He kind of looks to the group for a second, but they're just kind of like staring at the giant tortoise man in front of them with like some disbelief.
They should know that turtles are peaceful.
Looks back. We were sent by the king, but this place is a labyrinth.
Well,
I don't know how long we've been down here.
I have good news for you. I might as well tell you, I have friends a bit back there. We came from the other side of the mountain, and we have cleared our way. We can guide you back
It's too good to be true. They must be wicked illusions.
Shut up, boy. The adults are talking.
Don't talk to him like that.
Just,
I have
The
just
old
want to
man
point out.
unsheaths his weapon, but his grip is like shaky. Like
Look,
his
I have
fingers
no
look-
quarrel against you. And as long as you have no quarrel against me, we have slain an entire horde of skeletons back there. We, or rather I, can tell you our footsteps, and you can get your way out of this mountain.
Very charismatic of you.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
Oh, with
I
your
was being
8
so
charisma.
rationalistic. That is a 6.
Nice.
But how do I know you're not just a trick of the light or of the mad tyrant who once lived here?
Okay.
I mean... hmm,
You're a
Not
bit
enough
stumped
charisma
there,
for
aren't
that,
you?
huh?
huh. I can do what you ask, or something.
You become their slave.
Would you... Oh, you guys look hungry. Would you like some of my rations?
The boy's eyes like light up at that suggestion, and he's kind of like, and like the old man is clearly like basically starving, but we can't take your rations. His resolve for that statement doesn't seem particularly strong.
Well, you can't, but I can give them to you. I unsheath my backpack and I look around. Allow me to look around.
Food good, says he.
Oh god.
I have 10 days of rations, so I'm gonna offer them like how many of them are there?
There's 5 of them, including the ogre.
Not so bad.
I don't have enough for everyone. I'm sorry. That should be a given. I eat too, but I can prove my validity like this. Yes.
I photosynthesize.
I take, for starters, I take 2 packs of ration and I slide them across the floor to them.
Nobody like takes them at first, but the old man looks at the food and kind of jerks his head towards them, like, you know, and the boy like rushes forward, grabs some of them. Yeah, I'm assuming. What are your rations like as a turtle?
Just a toad.
It's not just.
It's like,
Just leaves.
hey, turtles eat. I imagine that D&D turtles are a bit more like omnivores because I already
Yeah, I
ate
can
a fish.
imagine.
So it's like dried fish, maybe some really
Tough bread.
granola.
Does
Plus
this work
granola.
as a
Oh, so
ration?
you got some granola and Greek yogurt there, have you?
Nah, it's like dried,
It's
lots of dried stuff,
gluten-free.
Delman pulls out a granola bar.
like fish, some leaves, maybe a
Yeah,
bowl of
yeah,
salad,
like,
an
yeah.
entire bowl of
okay.
salad.
Yeah, so the boy starts like tearing into the food, like stuffing his face, really, like
The carcass of the
fast.
toad.
Oh no. Awful.
The 2 other soldiers, not the leader, like take some of the food as well, and they just wolf it down. The old man just watches you as this happens.
Yes. Very good, no? Made it myself.
What is your name?
My name is Delman. I am the gamekeeper of the Wintergreen Valley.
Never heard of it.
Not
I
a big
have
surprise.
reason not to believe you.
Well, have I proven my validity yet?
You are valid.
Thank you. Who said that?
You,
Who goes that?
Valknaar just yells it from a distance.
you've saved my men's life, and I am in your debt.
You saved our lives.
No,
For that, I'm
there
eternally
is no
grateful.
need for debt. Let us cooperate in this. Do not be alarmed. I have 3 more friends behind me down the hallway. But this place is very treacherous. We will
Yeah, we
tell
know.
you what we have gone through if you tell us what you have gone through. We need to get past the mountain on that side, and you need to go past the mountain on our side. This can only be
Yes.
beneficial, yes?
Yes, of course, that makes sense.
Is there a draft in the tunnel? Is there like wind, air?
Not at this.
If I start a
it's pretty
fire, is it gonna
humid.
just choke us?
Well, I mean, there's already torches which are on fire, so. You're
I'm just
not-
gonna-
Limited air.
I'm just gonna turn around. I'm gonna wave my torch around to my friends. Like, hey, it's
Okay.
okay, come on.
Okay, I take a step out.
Well, he's not dead. That's usually a good sign.
I take a stomp out
Get
'cause I
bubble
can't be
balls.
quiet.
He
I'm gonna pull a hood up and tuck my tail in.
Probably
I'm gonna
a
wave
good idea.
enthusiastically.
I mean, they already see a Dragonborn and a torch.
Yes, but they might be somewhat taken aback by seeing a devil person.
Yeah. Do not be alarmed by our unusual appearance.
Be
Yes,
stunned.
I'm the only
Yes.
normal one here.
We
Of
also
course.
have a goblin with us, but I have personally tested. He is an okay guy.
If I'm going to be honest, I think if they're all right with an ogre hanging around them, they should probably be all right with a goblin.
Yes, that is a very interesting ogre. Do you? How did you? Get
My name's Zud.
Son.
Oh, there he goes. Good. Oh, that is perfect.
Now,
He's one of us. He's one of the troops.
I take a few
He's one
steps
of our
forth and I sit down and I'm like, please sit down, let's talk.
Okay, I guess. we'll have-
The old man takes a seat
Yep.
with you. The other soldiers are a bit more hesitant to join you, but they eventually sit down.
And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean a bit down because I
Mhm.
obviously tower over him. And
How
Tech-
tall are you again?
I'm like, hold on, I'm 6 feet tall.
Okay. Yep.
I point out a single one of my claws and I start etching on the ground floor the map that we have gone through.
Yep.
I'm like, this is the previous room. There is very, very many skeletons there. We thought they were corpses. They turned out not to be corpses. But then they
And
were.
we-
Now they are corpses
Yeah.
again. I
Kind
still
of
advise
really well.
caution when walking through them. If
Yeah,
you
the
hear,
man- the
hear
man-
a big, scary laugh, then run.
That would be Malik. He cursed this place when he died.
You know
And
him.
now, I knew him. He's well over 100 years old. I'm not that old.
No, I mean the Lord.
We're just making sure.
If you've heard the laughter, we've heard it too. It's his ghost haunting this place.
Oh.
I see.
Well,
I continue etching the little passage through the crack in the door. I mean the wall. Like right behind the ovens. And then it turns to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Like this way is safe. Very scary but
Okay.
safe.
Okay, so we're near the end.
You are very near the end, my friend.
Oh, thank God.
How far away is the
Who?
other side?
Well, if they classified it as a labyrinth, I can't imagine it'd be anywhere nearby.
How long have you been in this mountain?
Well, we've slept once, but other than that, I don't know. It's been
So
so long. It feels so
so-
long.
So reasonably, you haven't been here for longer than a few days, maybe.
Oh, wait. This here is Taron.
Malik does not let the weary rest in this place.
This here
We
is
lost
Taron.
half our men
my
Oh.
friend.
when we tried to make camp.
Yeah, just ignore me trying to make introductions. This here is Taron. And
Taron?
this one is
Yes.
Valknaar. And the
Hi.
tiny, frail little goblin man is Gavoni.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty fair.
What is your name, old man?
I am Hidgil. This is Irin, the boy. Then there's Makvog and Rishid. That's Zad, our larger friend. With
Oh
the-
yes, who could forget Zod?
We're the last remains of the 10th Battalion.
Oh.
5 of us.
So what are you
Wow.
doing inside the mountain anyway?
We're the boy interrupts. King's orders.
Oh
We're
God.
King's orders. Himself, he told us to come this way.
For
Yes,
what
that's-
purpose?
What perp?
Yeah. It's very dangerous.
We don't
no?
question the king. He commands, and we go as loyal servants. Besides, you might be enemies of the king.
Well, perhaps, but that still does
I-
not put
I-
any roadblocks
can
into our
assure you.
cooperation.
We're not really particularly opposed to any kind of royal figure, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Who
we're
can
not
tell
really
anymore?
interested.
You say you're headed into Slarr.
Yes, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Don't.
Well, you see, we kind of have been hired to, and it's kind of business etiquette to do what we've been hired to do.
So you're what? Which side are you on?
Good question.
What? It depends what you mean by side.
The Civil War.
Well,
Um,
I don't particularly have a place in all of that. I kind of like to stay out of that, if need be.
Right. You know nothing of it.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do I recollect about the war?
Taron says out loud
okay.
and begins
Oh.
thinking.
He turns to the camera. What do I know about the Civil War?
Do you know? Point at the right answer.
Oh my
it's
God.
like a freaking whole.
Vote
story.
now on your phones. Give me a sec. Sorry, there's something stuck in my keyboard. It's really annoying me.
Maybe a
There we
history
go.
check?
Okay.
There's a history check, yeah.
It's kind of like recent history though. So, say, go
I'd
on. Then.
say
Yeah, just make it.
history.
Just make a history check.
Okay, 14.
14 plus.
No, that's just 14 because I got
Flat
13 plus
14.
one. Yeah.
You can't fail with that, come on.
Well, I haven't
We'll
got high
see.
intelligence. I'm a warlock, not a wizard.
Yeah. For all you know, the Kingdom of Slarr is like an incredibly stable place. So news of a civil war, not particularly good news for the general state of affairs in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't know any of the details. You haven't heard about.
I'll have you know that. No, you're right. I don't know anything. No,
Madness and blood and fire. That's all you'll find in Slarr.
That is what we
Actually-
heard on the way here.
You
But-
come to think of it, I actually think it's probably a good idea that we're heading in there because I've been getting a little bit of I like to say like an inkling that we could probably make a difference. But I mean, not necessarily like, oh, we're the big heroes, but whatever we need to do
The
there.
old man just watches this train wreck of a sentence. His expression is just like stone. He's just got a quirked eyebrow. And he's just like his hands are pressed together, and he's just like
I
watching.
don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I just
Taron,
feel like
shut
we
up.
should go. Hey, look, come on.
Point is, we have been hired for a job and we go there because we need money.
Mhm, Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I see
Yeah.
things.
Hmm.
Okay.
So, And I keep etching the last part of the routes, which is like the big room with the statue
Yep.
and the hallway out.
Mhm.
And then I draw a big cross on the edge where we came from. And I tap at it. This is the entrance, or rather the exit. You go through here, you will be at the mountain pass.
Oh, thank
Do
you.
do you want us to escort you out, or?
We're soldiers. We can handle ourselves.
Now that
Hey,
I
what-
have helped you, would you care to tell us a bit what lies ahead for us?
I'm afraid we have not been keeping track as well as you. Traps everywhere. Watch your step. And mind the doors. The doors, they'll shut behind you. They'll spray acid and arrows at you. Just be very careful when approaching them. Let's see. Zod crush many skeletons.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, good job, Zod. Good job.
I like this
Sure you
one.
have. I like this guy.
Yes, the dead do not rest here. I think that might have been his final curse.
Figured.
So if any one of you falls, burn the body.
Oh, do you reckon any of your fellow soldiers could perhaps?
Taron!
I mean, I'm just being realistic. I'm not trying to beat around the bush
Insensitive.
here.
No, it's quite okay. We've already put them down twice.
Oh,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Well,
Well-
it's just the sooner we're out of this place, the better. Although I
Yes,
wish we could
better.
give them proper burials.
If we...
Well, I'm-
Higbill... Hold on, what was his name? Higbill.
Gil.
Hitkill. If we come across their bodies, I can swear to you that I will personally carry them out of here.
Thank you. Although I would not put yourself in any additional danger to.
No, look at me,
Phil.
look at my grand shell.
no, you don't understand. I must.
I have big shell, I can carry things.
In the shell.
No,
Is it-
outside the shell.
That make it more awkward to carry them.
What? No. It is like
I mean-
big backpack. Only
So you are
storing
putting them in
for
the
storing
shell.
outside.
Okay.
Do not question it. I'll show you when it
I
comes.
won't question it any longer.
This
Well-
has been a fruitful meeting, and I wish you best luck. You must
Yes,
be
I
on
wish
our way.
you well in the days to come. If you have the time, I might. No, never mind. Go.
What?
No, come on.
You
I'm
can't
a
just
helpful
do
man. You have
that.
come to notice.
If you would,
Come on, bud.
if
We're
you
close.
would happen to head to the village of Iratini, rather. I would ask you take this. He hands you a small vial of a clear liquid that shimmers slightly in the light.
What
Who
on earth
am I
is
to
this?
deliver this to?
My wife's grave. If you could just sprinkle that on
On the
Please.
mulch. Okay.
the grave.
Some burial tradition.
On the gravestone or the actual grave itself?
The grave.
Okay.
You
Thank
have
you, I would-
bestowed quite the quest on me, Higbill.
I mean, it's. I'd imagine it's on the way if we're going into the kingdom of Slarr.
Yes, but
Well,
no,
do it.
Taron, the respect. And I am
Oh.
quite taken that you. Well, I am flattered. that
I
you trust such a mission on.
I do not intend to go back.
I see. Well, I suppose I can do this little quest of yours.
Thank you. May the king keep you safe. If he can keep anyone safe anymore. He stands back up, using his sword to get to his feet, and he looks to his group. Well, we best get out of this cursed labyrinth.
Remember
luck.
my directions, and you will make it out of here.
He offers you his hand to shake.
I kind of hesitate because I have big burly claws.
You're just so muscular. You're just scared of snapping
You don't
what's
wanna
left.
crush
You just
him.
like you flex.
I gently like take his hand like it was
You
good
offer a
meeting you,
finger?
Igor.
Oh my.
He shakes your hand, and the whole group kind of stands, and then they kind of shuffle past. It's a narrow corridor, so it's not exactly graceful.
Especially for me since I'm so wide.
Oh,
I've got
He's
quite the
thick.
width.
we know. Right. Yeah, their flickering torch slowly fades into the distance, and their song begins again.
Cheerful fellows. If we hear that laughing, we run. We do not turn to help them. We run.
I'm telling you, bandits.
Mm.
Ain't no king's men right there. Gavoni shakes his head.
Are you just going to say that they're bandits because you don't like them, or is it because you actually think they're bandits?
If they have orders for the king, how comes they never intend to return?
I suppose that's a good point. But also, maybe the orders from the king is to maybe evacuate the kingdom.
Not the king of Slarr. He would never do that.
And you'd know?
Well,
I've
it
heard of
doesn't
him.
matter.
Stubborn man, like a boar. I mean, he chose his sigil for a reason.
They could just be deserters, abandoning a dying land.
Quite possible.
Kind of takes
Although-
away the meaning from his little speech about serving the king and us being traitors to the
He
king.
doesn't want to appear weak in front of strangers. But regardless, Gavoni, will you take front?
Of course,
How
it would
adept
be
are
my
you?
hesitant pleasure.
How adept are you in finding traps?
He pats his backpack with pride. I've got everything you could possibly need to disarm traps right here.
Okay, but
I
what
think,
about spotting them?
Hopefully. Spotting them... Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that, if I may say. Rubs his knuckle against his chest, lad.
I suppose we will put our trust in you once more. Let us proceed.
Let's keep going. Right, let's have a little hearty whistle. And takes front. Okie dokie. Yeah, so you're trudging down the corridor again. Up ahead is a thick iron door.
Oh.
Let me see. So cool. Okay, yes, right. As you approach, Gavoni holds up his hand, and kind of then slowly moves towards the door, being very careful with his steps. He kind of runs his fingers over the surface of the door, and then sniffs, takes his backpack off his back, and kind of opens it up, takes out a few tools.
We are still in the initiative with skeleton number 2.
And then the skeleton just comes screaming
Back
from
for
behind
vengeance.
and just takes a leap at us and just slices.
Takes out kind of what looks like a modified lockpick rather. Kind of leans down to the keyhole and starts like poking it around.
There's a keyhole in the ground?
No, in the door.
Oh, right the door.
Nice.
In the ground. Where did you get that from?
I'm sorry.
There's
I-
ground
I
everywhere.
don't mind.
Just staring at the floor like, there might be a door here.
They did say there were traps.
Yeah. Right, yeah, so there's a slight click, and Gavoni's face lights up, and he said, "What did I tell you?" He grasps the handle, pulls it open, and then immediately a ball of flame fires out from inside.
Oh my Christ!
Oh,
It hits Gavoni. he just like bursts into flames.
Oh,
Oh
no!
my god!
He's like screaming.
Oh
Gavoni! I take out my water flask, and I just fucking uncap it on him.
You just unload it on him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Oh my god!
Oh no, that was my acid!
The water does help, but the burns underneath look pretty horrendous.
Oh, Gavoni, you
His-
idiot!
His body just like limps to the floor.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Oh. Oh. I nudge him.
Now,
Is he dead?
Crispy.
just
Are
for
you sure
reference-
he's dead? I want to make a medicine check.
Yep.
That is a... what's my medicine? That's a 20. Not a natural 20.
Like twinsy.
Oh, he actually seems to be breathing pretty faintly.
Ah! Gavoni! I want to do some first aid.
Okay.
I
Which
lean into
with
Delman
includes
just before.
of...
What with?
I have my herbalism kit. I imagine I'm carrying out around some herbs.
Yeah, you're carrying a few herbs.
Can't you heal him with your hands?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I use healing hands on him. I
Nice.
spend like...
How
fi-
much?
I expend 5 points.
Okay. He stabilizes.
Oh. Jesus.
But he's.
I mean,
unconscious.
ban.
Uh,
I guess that would be the god that Delman would look up to.
Okay.
Ah, pan it.
I just want to point out that his last words potentially could have been, "See, what did I tell you?" Just to point out, don't get cocky with anything you do in future, because
he can't hear you.
I'm talking about the group in general.
Oh, okay.
So just don't
So
be
he's stable,
like
but
him.
he's unconscious.
Don't let the ego get to your head, because it can cause issues, big issues. So
Says the individual with the
Let's-
most ego.
I wouldn't say that. Okay, I'm gonna I guess I'll pick up Gavoni. He's only a little goblin boy anyway.
I would like to take a look and see if there's anything else beyond the door, though, since it's open now.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Guess that's a perception check.
Death.
No, you're just looking into a room.
Okay, cool.
And does its passive perception, if
Where did the
anything.
flame come from?
Who knows?
Ozrith,
Uh,
see where the flame came from.
Ozrith runs in like an idiot.
Oh,
I
fucking
can't
hell.
believe you told him to do that.
Oh my god.
Ozrith,
Well,
no!
he doesn't run in. He kind of
Uh,
just
You
strides
hear
in.
a loud buzzing.
he stops.
Delman doesn't
Hey,
hear
I think there's
anything.
bugs in here. He yells back.
Well, I'm gonna take Gavoni. He's unconscious, is he?
Is there any way I
Yep.
can tell what kind of buzzing it is?
And my healing didn't
You
like.
can make a nature check.
Oh fuck.
Well, I would be good at those.
Yeah, well, too slow.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Let me see. Let me roll. Cool. 9.
It's a big bug!
Oh!
Oh, never mind, guys. It's not many bugs. It's one, but it's real big.
Yeah, it's the one in your, it's the one between your ears.
Why does Ozrith sound like they run some sort of American show about trucks or something?
I like that voice.
Yeah.
It's my big American boy voice.
It,
Big
well, it
American boy
fits.
voice.
I can't do any other voice. It's manly.
I understand.
Slowly, we're figuring out our character voices. Only Ryan has to figure out his. Because he's still
Well, she-
Ryan.
Yes, pretty much just me.
Ryan's the
So,
Travis.
Gavoni
You
is
can just say
unconscious.
detriment to the group. You don't have to complicate.
What the fuck?
Just say the weakling.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll give him this voice. Then
No, that's a garbage voice.
Yes.
I don't want to hear that in my ears.
Then I'll give him this voice from now on. He speaks like this.
Hello, my name's.
Oh, he
My
sounds
name-
so flaccid.
My name is Taron.
That sounds like a celebrity, but I honestly can't name it.
Like a Pee Wee Herman.
Okay.
Albert.
Enough fuckery. Gavoni, he's unconscious, right?
Yes.
And my healing didn't wake him up.
Yeah, but he's not dying.
Right. I'm gonna haul him onto my back.
Oh,
Yep.
why
I know.
can't-
Ryan's already carrying him.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you just snatch him from. You're like, no.
Mine.
No, I didn't hear you say that. Okay.
No one does.
Well, shit. No, we do not have a guide.
Well, he's still here, but
Oh, way to be a smartass.
look, he was the one that fucking wanted to direct us this way. So how about we just keep going and hope we don't die?
Did Valknaar say something about the bug?
I don't know. Did he?
Valknaar?
Valknaar
Okay.
says nothing. He's a little peeved about the big bug.
Valknaar, what's got
The
you
room's
so
very
agitated?
dark, but you can hear a slight buzzing. There's a sweet smell in the air.
Hmm. What's that smell?
Did Sigbill warn us about any bugs? Was that one of the things?
You never mentioned them.
Oh. It is very dark
Okay,
in there.
well,
Go have a look with
I've
your
got-
tiefling eyes, Taron.
okay, I've got dark vision. So how far can I see into it?
Well, it should say like what kind of dark vision it is.
Um,
It should say dark vision like 40 feet or something.
dark vision 60 feet, dim normal, and dark is dim with grayscale.
Damn,
Okay, so
yo.
it's dim for you.
Okay.
You can make out right by your feet. There's a few like grey corpses.
No.
They have large like piercing wounds in their flesh.
Oh,
Where am I at? Sorry.
Can you draw us a map? A new map?
No.
I don't think we need these ones anymore.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir.
Like, just straight up continuing from here, like, the big hallway and... What's up?
Beep, 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 beep. Don't make secret
Oh.
zones.
how do I get rid of it?
Ryan,
don't.
stop putting
I was
things
trying
in
to
the
like
field.
scrub away all the things on the map, and then like there was this one little dot, and I was like scrubbing away, and it wasn't disappearing, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I realized it was just on my screen.
Now that's relatable.
How do I get rid of the zone?
It probably should have realized when you just click on it again with the zone tool.
Oh,
That's like.
I probably
every
should have realized that it
wrong
was
thing I
like
do.
when the spot was over the eraser rather than underneath it. But
I do that all
Right.
the time when I'm drawing. It's okay.
yeah.
Did I put this on a different layer? Oh no, never mind.
Oh my god, don't even start. The layers.
oh, just have
I'm
layers.
so bad with layers.
Did Zod have layers?
I ended up with 9 layers and none of them are right. All of the things are in the wrong place.
Everything
Right.
is
Red.
bad.
Okay. Room. Okie dokie. So, yeah. So it's a big old room.
Very beautiful noise.
Oh my god.
Much like most of the places in this. To your right, there is another set of doors. And above, there is another one as well.
And we're in this big room at the moment, big chamber.
You're right by the entrance.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Oh, we just come into this room then.
Fuck. Oops.
I'm going to assume that this
Right.
this room here, or this hallway, it leads back to where that thing was. So
Yeah.
probably where it originated from, at least.
Okay.
Light. So. This guy
The
doesn't
room.
look right. Get fucked.
Okay, so the room itself is filled with these huge stone tables. And I mean they are massive. I mean they're giant sized. So then there's the corpse of normal sized folk kind of scattered around. Some of them are skeletons, and their faces have been smashed in.
Oh my.
Oh.
And there's kind of a collection of them by the door where you've entered.
So it makes plenty of noise.
Yeah, so it's a very, very dark room. There's that sweet smell in the air and that buzzing sound on the air.
Oh my.
What did he say was the name of the evil spirit?
Malik?
Malik.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
an evil spirit asshole name, right?
we're standing at the doorway.
Oh, definitely. You can't be good with a name like Malik.
Exactly!
It's one E away from malice.
Exactly.
Also, Malik is that giant guy, the one that we found the statue of.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was
Well, we have a giant ghost now. Thank you.
It's not a normal-sized ghost. This is Ghost XXL.
So it was Malik with a C, not with a K.
What?
No, I love that you're like, yes. What?
No, it can still be a K. It would be
It
Malik.
could be a CK.
It'd be a soft C.
But you just
Malik.
confirmed that I just said it's
Malice.
one E away from malice.
Yes, but that it's not Maliki when you say malice.
Malik?
Malik?
Malik would be M-A-L-I-K.
So is it Malik or Malik?
It's with a K. It's a
K.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
sorry,
call
I
him
didn't.
Mal
I thought
for
you were
short.
I thought you were making a point when you said so. It's like malice without, one E away from malice.
Yeah.
I thought you were being like poignant, like poetry, not
What
asking
kind
for
of-
the spelling.
Yeah, it's still one E away from malice.
I'm
with a
calling
different
him Mal,
pronunciation.
so we don't have this problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so we got this room,
Yep.
and we got this buzzing sound,
Mm-hmm.
and we got Taron.
Mm-hmm.
Taron,
So
what
far,
do
I
you
can only
see?
see the bodies. I can only see dead bodies. And
Yeah,
obviously,
the buzzing is coming from further in the room.
it's too dark to really tell. Plus, we saw a giant fireball burst out from the door. It's either something in here caused the fireball, or the door was trapped to cause that. So I'm going to take a guess and say the thing in here is probably.
Well, you can
what
look
caused it.
closer at the door now that we're behind it, right?
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll take a look at the door, see if there's any jets that could shoot fire out of.
Or arcane sigils.
On this side of the door, there is arcane sigils.
See you, bitch!
Oh, come
I
on.
Right.
told you.
Right, calm down.
He said he was valid. I mean, professional. Professionally valid.
Valid. He
A
got his
validated
parking ticket
professional.
revalidated. And it was all for naught.
Okay, well, let's go. I will take front. So
you
there was
sure you
both-
Do
no,
you
that
not
was-
hear that?
Can you not hear the buzzing?
Yeah, well, we have to go there, no?
Fine.
Would you rather be a big baby boy and sneak around?
If I'm going to be honest,
Yes?
oh, you know what? Just carry on. Let's go.
So was there bones right on the outside of the door?
Well, there were bodies. There were dead bodies, and some of them were like basically skeletons, and some of them had their faces smashed in.
Right. That buzzing, it's not coming from an elevated position, is it?
Doesn't sound like it.
So it's on the ground.
Oh, good. It just doesn't sound like it.
Well, Taron, you got the sneaky tiefling legs and the sneaky tiefling eyes. You go ahead and see what we're dealing with.
Fine.
Be careful of any floor traps that might trigger more giant armors to come kill you.
Okay. I guess I'm going to try and stealth, just in case. So I'll do a stealth check,
Mm-hmm.
which is a +3 for me. So it's a fucking 11.
Nice.
Not great.
No.
Nice.
So I'm wandering
Very
around
good.
very slowly, and I'm gonna try and look for traps and whatever I can along the way. I'm basically down on a crawl, not on all fours, but I'm just like, I'm not going very fast because we remember what happened last time.
Yeah, you carefully avoid stepping on any bones, causing any unnecessary noise. You see a large form ahead. Make a nature check. Oh, it's all
How big are
nature
we
checks
talking?
today.
Oh yes, we're being very in tune. Or just
Okay,
like a guess of how big it would be.
that's a 16.
Okay. You can tell that that's a wasp up ahead.
Oh,
But
good.
a
Oh,
giant
just a wasp, not a special wasp.
A giant wasp.
That's better.
Roughly
That's
how big
special.
is this giant
Well,
wasp?
I thought you guys knew at this point that it was giant. He's not just seeing a single tiny wasp and being.
It could be a
Better
really
watch
loud
out.
one.
No, Taron screams at the tiny wasp and runs out of the room.
It has a wasp allergy.
No, how big would you say this giant wasp is?
Larger than you.
Oh,
Like,
The very unpreferred size a wasp ought to be.
yeah, the end of its stinger is probably like easily the size of your fist.
oh.
So it can
my.
easily be assumed that
Kinda
its
bad.
stinger can stab a man in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, any wasp could do that, really.
Look, you don't get stung by a wasp and say, "Oh, I'm stabbed."
No, but you also don't say it if a giant
Alas,
does it.
thy wasp has stabbed me.
Oh, I have been run through.
Split in twain. And what
Okay,
does Taron do?
I'm going to slowly back the fuck up. And once I reach the group,
Valknaar leans in and goes, "I told you so."
there is a gigantic wasp at the other end of this room.
Gigantic to you or gigantic to us?
It is actually giant.
How big?
Maybe like what, 7 feet long. It's actually huge.
Ugh.
Well, I'm just 5 inches short of 7 feet, so I mean,
Yeah, you could
Wow,
wrestle it.
Ozrith is really acutely aware of his own height and size, and of other creatures'
he
relative
knows
size.
himself intimately.
For a Dragonborn with an intelligence of 8, he is acutely aware.
No, he's like
he's
the
literally
Rain Man.
Maths.
He's like the Rain Man. He's just like perfect with maths and stuff.
Okay, well, was it just one wasp or many wasp?
Ooh, just one. It's one huge one. From what I could see, at least, I might not have gone far enough to actually spot any more, but from what I'm gathering, there's only one.
What was it doing?
Question: did you see wasp eggs?
No, but I guess I could go up and check now.
What was it doing?
It was just. Was it flying or was it just laying there?
It wasn't moving.
It was just stood there.
Who labelled Gavoni crispy and unconscious? That was you, Thomas, wasn't it?
Me.
Okay.
His model's still breathing, okay? So he's still alive. Look at that fucking face.
What a good boy.
Look at his face. Oh my
You know,
god.
there
Oh,
were
bless him.
bees in the winter.
His
Green
model
Valley.
already looks crispy.
I took care of a beehive. I know how bees work.
Oh.
I could
Yeah,
perhaps.
You know how bees work, but not wasps.
They're basically the same thing, aren't they?
No.
The other one is just angrier.
Well.
What are
But-
you doing?
It's a wasp. Those things have a hive. They have a community. They are loners when they go out. But that if we see a wasp, that means there is more wasps.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with the size of this room, you are right, Taron. We should be careful. Thank you for stopping me before I stomped in there. Like, hey, bee! I'm sorry, that was a whisper.
Okay.
Okay, I
Hey,
guess
hey.
Roll a perception check.
all
all
of
of you.
us.
Okay.
That is a 17.
Oh my god, Orion.
I got a 10.
What did you get? Happy?
That's a good question, because I didn't do it yet. 13 minus 1, that is... Where is it? Oh, it's just 13 for me.
Right, as you're standing there,
I got 17.
your
What a good
ears
boy.
prick up as you hear the faint sounds of what sounds like a merry occasion. Kind of laughter, cheering.
Fuck.
I don't like how that sounds with a wasp in the room.
There's mugs being clinked against each other. The fire roars heartily in the background. But you look around the room and it's completely desolate.
Huh, ghost party. Never been to one of those before.
That's what he thinks the first thing.
Invisible ghost party.
Ghost party.
What else could be in here? I shout up to the heavens. No, I don't.
You were
I don't.
smited by the heavens. For your insubordination.
Ooh,
Okay,
ghost party.
We should try and sneak past the big wasp.
I agree. We should.
Yeah.
If not, I can try and,
No,
butter
I
it
don't.
up.
You know, well, I mean, we don't.
I have handled animals in my time. If you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, let's go on. So I guess
thought
we're
you were a
sneaking
monk.
past.
You sneaking?
Are we sneaking? Of course we're
Yeah.
sneaking.
Hell yeah.
Let's make some stealth rolls.
Big, heavy men are sneaking.
Gavoni?
It's unconscious.
He's
T-posing.
Stop
no.
playing with Gavoni's corpse or near corpse. Let the poor man rest.
He's ascending to the
Don't
heavens.
catapult him into the heavens.
He's going up there.
No! What are you doing? Stop!
He's
Leave him,
going where
leave
he
him
belongs.
alone. What? Where'd he go?
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Okay,
No, just
back on track. Stealth rolls, right?
yes. Stealth.
Yeah. Let's see.
No, such a child, Ryan.
I'm trying to get a good screenshot. Oh.
That's
Yeah,
a
13.
beautiful, strong 10.
Wow.
Nice.
Wait, is this stealth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Stealth, yes.
Okay, I'm redoing my stealth. 7.
You're a fuck up.
I got a 7. So.
You have a 7, a 10, and a 13.
Okie dokie. Um,
Doesn't bode well.
You sneak forward, and you see the still form of the wasp, in the distance. Have you extinguished your torch?
Oh no.
I'll take the silence as a no.
Oh dear.
Right.
We finally went in there blind.
You see a slight movement of its head.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
I look to I look to Delman, the one with the torch in his hands.
I snuff it out.
With what?
My hand.
It's not like a little match. You can't just go.
Valknaar's
It's a
teeth on
full-on
it.
torch.
I
It's
give it to
fine.
Valknaar. You're a dragon. Put it in your mouth.
That's not how it works.
That.
Eat it. It's the only way.
Okay,
Valknaar
how
just
about-
cheese on it.
How about
I just give it to Valknaar. Like you did it.
Please.
I shove it into his hands.
What are you doing? Oh my god.
I pass it to Taron.
Okay, I'll
We're
take it.
playing
No, I'll
hot
take it.
potato.
I grab. I just. I'm.
Can't you
Fucking-
snuff
okay,
it out
fuck
with
it.
something?
No, I can snuff it out. Yeah,
You're
sure.
so incompetent.
Wait, no, like seriously. Okay, I'm.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
Gavoni would be so
Oh
disappointed.
my god.
Wait, go on. So you've got the torch in hand.
Okay. Just one moment. Just need to check something.
Ah,
It's
yes,
either
my favorite
thaumaturgy
spell.
or
My favorite
No.
extinguish flame.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
right.
gonna quickly get my water skin out and just quickly douse it. Just to get it to go out.
Yeah, okay.
and a copious amount of smoke pours out, and we
Yeah,
know how
but-
wasps love smoke.
Smoke that can't be seen anymore.
The thing goes out. Does everyone have dark vision?
I don't.
I do.
There is a slight
I
miscalculation in
do.
our plan, Taron.
No,
I
I don't
can't
see
see
it.
shit.
Oh.
I fumble around.
Let's
I
make
try,
a
I try to grab
train.
onto Taron.
We'll make a little conga line.
You have no. You can follow them like just fine, but
I
you
grab
don't
Let's hold
Taron's
hands.
face.
Okay. Which entrance are you heading towards, by the way? So there's two entrances to your right and left. There is also one. There's another one up here.
I thought we
Oh,
were crossing
this
like.
Well, with this.
There's another one up here, and there's one in the top right of the room. Oh,
Yeah, where
well,
are we
I
going?
guess it would be your
I thought we were going here.
top left. It'd be your top left.
Right there.
There's no exits on this side.
So there's a one here and one here, yeah.
So one here. Up, top left.
Oh.
This is awful when you have a black cursor.
It's
Yeah.
it's really hard to like. I don't know which way you guys are viewing it as well. So I say top right, and it makes sense to me at the moment. And I'm like,
I'm gonna look at it
Sweet.
from.
so it's
The
over.
hole's
There's
facing
one
me.
up here, and there's one over here.
Oh yeah, you're viewing it from like your stood. Your camera is basically where Happy's character she is, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Which exit are you going to?
I think it was one.
Which one?
Which one?
There isn't one over there.
You put a happy face.
There we go, that one. Okie dokie. Right, you sneak forward together.
I hold
sure.
on
The-
to Taron's cape as to not get lost.
The wasp doesn't move you, follow you after like you put up torch, and your sailing's pretty smooth after that as you step across.
I'm just dragging Vody behind me.
Right, then there's a loud crunch
Oh,
as Delman puts his foot straight through a skull.
oh,
fuck.
Delman. Why
Poor
can't you
shots.
drag your feet?
Wait, here, hey, I
Um,
got the sound effect.
Oh my god! Did you have a skull just on hand for that?
I told
Yes.
you that, Chip.
With all the skeletons he has in his room,
He
yeah.
crushed his own skull.
All the
just to make that
skeletons he
sound
has in
effect.
his closet.
Oh my.
Right.
Okay, well, nothing happened. We keep going.
Hey, I wasn't fit. We had an interruption because you did your tortilla chip trick.
I can do it again. Delman
no,
steps
no.
on another
No.
skull.
No. Yeah, Delman steps on another skull, and this alerts the wasp to your present folly
my
this
God.
time.
I cannot
Um,
believe you've done this.
Okay, yeah.
Just in preparation, I pull out my shield and that's all I do at the moment. Actually, just pull out my shield.
Okay.
You have a
Um,
shield?
Yes, I have a shield.
Since when?
Since the last session. I
The
have a
wasp
shield.
takes to the sky and then flies towards you. Roll for initiative.
Fuck! What have you done?
Become so numb.
Please. Oh no. I have an 18.
Oh, I have a 5.
13.
God damn it!
Damn
Alright,
Yeah, God damn it.
I have to be smart.
my lord.
So what does this wasp have?
Like, wasp things?
What do you mean? What does it have?
What? Do I go
A
before or is
wife
it already
and 3
coming towards us?
children? Dreams to become a musician?
Is it attacking us first or am I going first?
Right, everyone's gonna tell me their initiative again.
13.
13.
I got
That's
18.
easy. I'm sorry, skeleton, too. You'll always be in our hearts. You got what, sorry, Ozrith?
18.
Yep. And Taron?
5.
Sweet.
Wait, actually, no, no, yeah, it's 5 actually. Yeah.
Damn. Alright.
Yeah, okay, it's your go. I'm gonna need to find something to stand in for the wasp.
What are these descriptions on us? Big fat turtle boy. Twat. Big dragon boy.
I didn't
It's
write that.
appropriate.
Ryan.
What?
Ryan.
guess
oh,
we will-
you.
We'll use this for the wasp.
Oh
'cause
my
there is
God!
no wasp.
Is that? Is that a
Wibble.
beholder?
No,
Mantis?
that was-
It's a-
I'm immediately
it's a-
scared of what it is
It's a
because it made my game
crass,
lag.
apparently.
Yeah.
I have
look
no
at
idea
this
what a
one.
crask is, but here it is.
It looks disgusting, but it has a stinger. Let's
It's
do
like
this.
the lesser popular version of the beholder.
Apparently, I have 2 javelins on me from when I collected them from a previous fight. I'm gonna
Oh.
fucking try and throw one at this wasp.
Dookie.
I'm not gonna lie, but it actually looks pretty cute.
The thingy?
Look, it's
Stop
flying.
bouncing it in the sky, Jesus.
It's cannon, it's flying.
Yeah, but it's not bouncing.
Incredible.
Do you know how flying works? It's just big bouncing. 1 flapper wings, 2 flapper wings.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a Wright Brothers quote, isn't it? When they invented the aeroplane.
1 flapper wings, 2
Yeah,
flapper wings.
2 flapper wings. Give it a second. Yeah, roll a d20 to hit. Just one check. what you add.
What?
It sounded like a duck.
What was that?
That sounded like a duck.
You just. I'm
What the-
glad we've got that on record. So I can hear that again.
That was the most accurate duck impersonation I've ever heard.
Genuinely.
Oh man, that's the last time I ever try to be Mimi on this fucking thing.
You,
Even
oh, were you
worse
trying to
on
do the
recording.
Skeletor?
Yes.
Thomas, calm down.
Okay. What? I'm going to assume I roll a fucking D10 for this, or a D8.
Did you
God
hit?
damn it.
Well, for damage, at least.
Javelin is 1d6 piercing, but I don't know if you've hit.
1d6. Oh. Yoink.
Did you hit?
Roll for damage first. I'm about to find out.
What did you roll?
So 13
Plus 4?
plus.
Just strength, I believe.
What would that be? Strength?
Yeah, it's plus your strength and your proficiency if you're proficient with it.
Oh god.
So
So that
that's
would
6,
be
yeah.
like
Are you
19.
are you proficient with spears?
Let's find out.
Well, what kind of weapon proficiencies do you have? Is the question.
I have martial and simple.
Okay, so you should be fine
It's
with
a simple
javelins
weapon.
then. So you can add your proficiency bonus and your strength modifier, so you can add
So that's a
6 to that
13
roll.
plus 6.
That's a fuckload.
A
Yeah.
19. It hits.
That definitely hits. So let's find out how much. No!
But did you roll for damage and get like nothing?
I
1.
got 1.
But that also gets you a bonus, doesn't it?
You also add
Uh,
your strength bonus to that.
So that's 5.
No, 5 damage. Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. For my champion archetype, critical strike applies to rolls on 20 and 19.
No, that's natural 19.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Great.
It's 5 damage.
Okay, nice.
My turn?
You poked it in its fucking big wasp eye. It's like,
Pretty
Yeah, so
much.
you loose one of your javelins, and it like spears the chitin of the wasp. But I mean, this is a big ass wasp. I don't care about no javelins.
Damn
And it resumes its relentless flight towards you. Delman, why don't you take us
Delman.
for a ride in
Delman
Delman
will.
land?
Oh, he runs up to the wasp and tries to appear friendly.
What?
He like opens
What?
up his
It's-
arms.
no,
He
it's
pulls
too
out some
late.
herbs.
oh my god.
Pulls
no.
out some herbs. What?
Yeah, flowers. And he offers them.
It's a
towards it.
wasp!
Yeah. I want to try this. Animal handling. Let's
I'm
go.
not sure how well that will
Roll
work
an
after I
animal
just hit
handling
it.
check.
That's 7 plus 4.
The wasp completely ignores you.
Oh no.
See?
Shit.
For that horrific
Okay.
choice, I desire Thomas to take damage.
Please?
it
the
just flew
wasp.
past me?
Flies straight for Ozrith,
Fuck
and
This
Oh,
wasp is rude as hell.
I mean,
What did you expect?
A friend.
yeah, aims straight for Ozrith, and right. What's your armor class?
let's see, 16.
Okay, yeah. So it lunges forward with its stinger like gleaming in the torchlight. But it just doesn't pierce your armor enough to wound your skin underneath,
Haha!
and it retreats after that attack.
Get fucked.
Taron?
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to immediately apply my Hexblade's Curse on it.
Yep.
And then I charge forward and summon my my packed weapon into my hand as I take a swing to attack it.
You sound so excited.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
That's a 12 plus 6, so I'm fucking lovely little 18 there.
Why are you like this?
Because, I just can't.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so roll damage. So...
Roll what, sorry?
Damage.
Demolished.
Alright.
Okay,
Damn,
so
yep.
sword 1d8 plus 4.
What
Oh,
are
actually,
you
it's
doing?
plus 6 since it's, okay, so that's 11 damage in total.
11 damage in total. Gotcha.
Yes. Oh, and, wait. No, never mind, I can't do that yet.
Cool. Okay, back to Ozrith.
Oh fuck. That was quick. Okay. Let's see. It's not
Swing your
optimal where you're
sword,
standing,
you
Delman.
big. Oh. Well, you wouldn't use your breath weapon on it anyway this early.
Yeah. So it's close enough. I'm going to whip out.
Oh my.
You did.
Please.
Are we gonna let...
Sorry, is this joke over yet?
I'm trying to figure out something that starts with a D that Ozrith would have had. Dragonborn skills.
I tell you what it is, a dignity.
Please.
He whips out his Dragonborn skills.
Very good, Thomas. God.
My
Alright.
That was good.
Since that wasp wanted to get up close and personal, I'm going to use my breath weapon. It's a 50 by 30 foot line. Let's
Hit
see
me.
if it actually hit.
Hit Thomas.
Yeah, well,
I mean, whatever. Do it. Do it. I don't even care. Do it.
nice! A 19, baby!
Baby!
Because I've got Sanctuary on me.
That means I can also get a critical strike on that. So let's.
Oh,
see
that
what
was a natural
does.
19. Oh shit, man. Well, actually, hold on. Wait, hold on. That was the breath weapon, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to roll on that. It's a dex save, so they roll. So you can't crit on it.
Fuck! I'm really anxious to use that, as you can tell.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
is it gonna hit me? Is it gonna hit me?
Well, you've got to decide that. You roll.
It's,
if you're going to.
5
Well,
by
no.
30 foot
Happi
line. and
first
it
has
looks
to
like...
make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
What?
Happy needs
I have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Now we're
That's
fighting
gonna
each
be
other. What the
really
fuck?
good. Which dice do I use for that? Just the regular one?
D20.
Yeah, d20.
Nice.
And your saving throw on wisdom is 0, so just whatever you get.
12!
Okay, my spell save DC is 12. So how does that work?
So that means she succeeds.
Okay, well I am hit.
This
The
is gonna
wasp's
be really
most
good.
powerful weapon is making you hit each other.
so that both the wasp and you now need to make a
Dexterity
what,
saving
dex
throw.
save, yeah.
Yeah.
2. God damn it.
Well, I mean,
Valknaar, first the knife and now this.
Ozrith got it out for fucking Delman.
I say as these acid
there
waves
can only
wash
be
over
one
me.
reptile on this team.
Oh!
Oh my.
Let's see. 2d6. Nice.
Nice, 7.
So it'd be 7 or it'd be 14?
It would be 7.
7?
And,
Okay.
7, and whoever failed whoever succeeded the saving throw takes half of that damage. Which
So
would
I
be
take
rounded
7
down
damage?
to 3. Yeah, you take 7 damage. And maybe the wasp, we don't know if it succeeded or not.
Oh, do you need the? What did you roll for the wasp?
Well, it's the same damage regardless.
Oh, okay. What? How much damage?
It was 7 if it made. No, if it made the save, then it's 3. If it didn't make the save, then
What's the
it's 7.
save? Sorry, I
Dex save.
just like zoned out. Dex. Okay.
I'm doing
Oh,
that constantly here.
I've
It's
just-
12.
It was the
12 dex
wasp.
save.
I could just hear it's buzzing through my computer. Sent me into a daze. Okay. It didn't save, so
Nice.
So it takes
Full
7
damage.
damage. Then.
wow.
Pretty good.
I mean,
Hashtag not sorry, Delman.
I'm gonna pay you back for this,
Yeah, you see this bit here on your character sheet, Thomas, right here, where it says 24 health? Yeah, go ahead and change that.
I already changed out my other thing.
Oh, we're putting the friendly fire in friendly fire.
Yep. You could have done more damage with your sword.
Okay, the wasp is bleeding profusely.
Nice!
As its like chitin melts the acidic breath of Ozrith. It says, "Why don't you eat a fucking mint one time?"
Just one time.
No, no.
Just
The
one.
wasp says nothing as it is a wasp and lacks vocal cords. Delman, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. I guess I'm just gonna run up, grab the wasp, and throw it at Valknaar.
What the Okay, this is some infighting right now.
Stop using the wasp to attack each other.
It's a weapon!
Nah, nah, nah.
This is unhealthy.
I'm just gonna punch it. I'm gonna rake it with my claws.
I would have fucking died if you threw it at him. I'd be in full support.
Let's see. The first attack. That's a hit. That's a miss. My bonus attack. That's 7 plus 6, which is. How much is that? 13. Does that hit?
13?
Yeah.
I do not think it does.
Well, why don't you check it? You sound uncertain.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Damn it.
And stop that fucking sass or it will never hit again.
Blinded by the acid, I just go flailing at it.
You're
Just
flailing
everything.
and kicking, but you're like
Ah, my
several
fucking
feet away
eyes.
from everyone else, and you're just like...
I cannot
okay.
see! Acid in my eyes! My beady and cute eyes!
Acid in the eyes.
Oh my god.
The wasp flies away.
Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm not happy with that. So, as it flies away, I use my bonus action to basically just deal a straight up 4 damage to it because it's still hexed.
Yep.
And then I fucking charge up my Eldritch Bolt and try to fucking blast out the sky.
Roll to
Holy
hit.
shit!
Okay, Eldritch Blast. Oh, and also I use the invocation Agonizing Blast, which makes my charisma modifier, well, adds my charisma modifier to it if it hits.
Wow.
No prisoners.
Oh, okay, that's a 7. No, it's a 1, so it's a critical fail anyway.
You hold out your hand to launch the Eldritch Blast, and there's just like a fizzle of electricity.
Because Taron remembers he loves wasps.
Yeah, he has a throwback to his mum, who was a wasp, and he's like, no,
I can't do this.
mother.
I can't do this when I know my wasp mom is watching over me.
Oh.
Okay.
What about the
Ozrith,
hex?
It's your
What
go.
about the hex damage? Doesn't that
Well,
Man.
it was just 4 damage straight up. So.
I mean, how does it even damage it? Does it just start flying away and then just goes oof? I don't really understand how that damage is dealt, but you know.
God.
It's the
Okay.
hex
Judge it.
itself. It's the hex itself. It's burning hex.
Okay, Sure.
Alright.
Having the
Add-
hex, even having the hex on it makes it go, oh!
You yell something
stupid.
really provocative at us. Wasps aren't real bees!
You
Oh,
can see
no.
its tears stream down its face as it flies away.
We bullied it into submission.
It's like, oh, I gotta get out of here!
Fucking stupid. Okay,
Kill it, Ozrith.
lads. I have one javelin left, and I'm feeling very cocky.
Oh, I
probably
want
run
to see where
afterwards.
this is going.
Damn it! I got an 8.
Well, is that a natural 8?
Yes.
You can add your 6 to it to freaking boost that up to a 14.
Alright. I'll do that.
So it's 14.
I wasn't cocky enough.
Does it hit?
Right?
Redamundo.
What was it?
A 14.
Yeah, hits.
Yeah!
Nice.
Nice.
God, alright. Which fucking die with that again?
Oh,
None of
of
them. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Carry on.
what's the javelin?
It's a D6. God.
The D6. Okay.
Look, I'm stupid.
You gotta mark this.
You
You're
got-
with me.
Got them here, right here.
See, I told you I'm stupid. 4.
4 plus your strength, so that's 8 damage.
Yeah.
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 So she does 8 damage to that by poking it in the bum.
8
That'd
damage.
be awful.
Yeah, so the wasp falls out the sky, crashes to the floor, and
Nice.
it stops moving.
Oh.
I'm gonna go on over.
Taron
to
walks over and eats it.
No.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and go and see if there's anything I can salvage.
No, I'll retrieve
Some
the
bug
javelins
meat.
for Ozrith because I'm so nice.
I'm just gonna take a
Yeah,
look at
Thor
this
is just
wasp.
flexing. He was really
here's
proud
the
of
javelin.
himself.
And I throw the javelins back to Ozrith.
Ozrith is stupid, so he might not catch that.
You throw
This
them
might
at
be a
him.
reverse dagger situation.
Okay, well it's not my packed weapon, so I literally just get a +2. No, I don't even. I'm not even. No, actually, am I proficient with these? I don't even think.
No, you're not. No, because you're not like throwing it, like spearing it towards her.
Are you
Yes.
though?
I assume you're throwing it
Are
like
you though?
side on.
No.
It's
No, you
revenge
can't
for
tell
the
me
dagger.
Taron's just like javelin throwing.
No, right, okay. I just walk over and pass it.
We're not having a repeat of last time.
When Ozrith finally like clasps his hands around the javelins, I lean in and I say, "That could have gone differently." And I walk
Ew.
You're
away.
trying to seduce Ozrith.
No.
Here's your
Be careful when you say that.
hear you have another javelin. If you know what I mean. What's it?
This javelin's not the only thing that's hard.
Anyway, I'm gonna,
Oh my.
I'm gonna salvage this wasp corpse.
Right, what are you salvaging?
They have poison, don't they?
Yes, they do.
I'm gonna take my
It's
dagger
alive.
and I'm gonna clip off its stinger.
It's quite large, the stinger.
I don't care.
Okay. It's
I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna saw it off. Like,
you're gonna saw off the entire thing.
yeah.
Okay.
You said it's on like fist sized.
No. The tip of the stinger is fist-sized.
Oh.
The whole thing is a sword.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
maybe just squeeze some poison out of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You gently grasp just the tip, and you
Don't milk
you
the
rub it
wasp.
up and down.
It's
you give
not
it
a
a little
snake.
squeeze, and out
Okay.
comes the poison.
If my herbalism kit doesn't come with any vials, I'm sure my cook's utensils do.
Well, you did empty.
You do
a
have an empty water skin
Oh,
now.
water skin. Yeah, I'm gonna fill my
Just
water
don't
skin with
drink
poison.
it.
Ozrith's like, hey, can I borrow that?
Oh god.
And maybe I'm just gonna carve up some bug meat. You're gonna eat this guy, you know. Hold on. You're gonna eat this guy, you know.
What? I would
Yes.
rather.
Yeah.
It's gonna be our afternoon dinner.
Why else would we kill it?
Yeah, I
because
wanted
it
to make a
was-
friend out of it.
It's a
It was
wasp.
a wasp.
Can't
Wasps
make a
don't
friend
have
out of it.
friends.
Not with that attitude.
Okay, whatever you say.
Okay, well, that was dumb. Let's keep going.
Yes. Let's go over to the room.
And this time,
Okay,
Taron,
well-
do not trigger it.
What? What?
Do not make such noise, yes?
So stupid.
Come on, Taron.
Okie dokie.
How do I uninstall D&D?
I just a quick break here. I'm gonna because I really need a drink.
We need to
But-
reflect
We'll
be back
on
after
life
these messages.
choices.
after these messages.
I could use a drink too. That's a good idea. Hi, it's me, Thomas, the editor of this, also known as the player of Delman. Unfortunately, past this point, the audio of the captured footage was lost due to an unforeseeable yet a totally amateur mistake on my part. Thankfully, you did not miss much, and for that, my friend Ryan Rhino, also known as Taron Leovaris from the show, is here to recap you with what was lost from the episode. Aren't you, Ryan?
Yeah. Real, okay. After defeating the wasp and getting back to back their bearings, the crew started to dwell down the tunnels and hallways of Malik the Tyrant's crypt once more. On their way, they encountered several traps, which they survived with varying levels of success. On their way, they confronted a terrifying...
Wait, I forgot the name of the
a
monster.
terrifying hyphen.
What was it? It was like a weird spider rat thing.
I have no idea what that was.
Okay, continue.
That ambushed them during them dismantling a trap. While Ozrith struggled, trapped behind a closed portcullis, Taron and Delman disposed of the monster with relative ease, proceeding to help their friend in opening the trap and allowing the trio to continue on. After several dead ends, Delman grew frustrated at the fact and out of exasperation began to investigate one of the walls, discovering one of them to be an illusion. In doing so, he proved himself to be the superior magic caster, since big baby Taron Leovaris can only do baby magic with his baby hands. Behind the mirage hid a route that led outside of the crypt and into the kingdom of Slarr, their destination. Outside, they could overlook the plains ahead of them, seeing in the distance multiple cities that, much to their... I have no idea what that word is.
Chagrin.
Chagrin. I've never heard this word before.
It's like being really like, ugh.
I see. Well, we're in flames. Civil war has come to Slarr, and our heroes must find themselves in the middle of it. Yeah, we'll have
That's
to do a few more takes of that, actually.
No, that's good.
And
That's good.
oh, okay.
We're done.
What the fucking stuttered?
Oh yeah, it also happened to them. Next episode. I'm sorry.